Yo, what's good, Bills Mafia? It's Stevie Johnson, and you're in the sit down with my man Sauce God. Go Bills.
Freedom over fame. Freedom over cycle stays the same. Freedom over fame. Freedom over fame. The cycle stays the same. Freedom over fame. Freedom over fame. Freedom over fame. The cycle stays the same. Freedom over cycle stays the same.
And if you're just now tuning in, Bills Mafia, you're live here in the Sit Down, a sports and entertainment show covering all of Buffalo, New York, and Rochester, New York, and Western New York sports. If you're just now tuning in, do us a favor. Hit that like and share button. Join us here in the comment section because the Bills are in Miami to squish the fish, which means we've got to get after it, ladies and gentlemen. There's going to be a heck of a show. What are the Bills going to have to do right to win this game? What are the Bills going to have to do defensively to win this game with the likes of Tua, Jalen Waddle, and Tyreek Hill not detained? Of course, this is presented by BuffaloSauce.com, Duff's Famous Wings, Big Tree in Louis Bar in Attica, the home of a great weck and wing combo, and as well as the Zuba Zone 716 sports card and memorabilia store. We'll be live here in just a few moments here in the Sit Down. All right, Bills Mafia, we are here. We are about to be seen here in about 2 seconds. Of course, it's the Sauce God, it's Modown, and it's Rampart right here on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, right here on my Facebook and at Buffalo Sauce God, where you can find all my social. Make sure you're liked, following, subscribe with your notifications turned on, Bills Mafia, because let me tell you something today. It's going to be a heck of a show, but let's start it off over to my guy, Rampart. How are you doing this evening?
I'm doing lovely in this Western New York weather right now. I mean, it's great. I'm loving football. It's Thursday night prime time. Let's fucking go, baby.
It is Thursday Night Football on Amazon Prime. And, of course, we are in Miami, which is a blessing in disguise. It's week 2. We all remember what happened week 2 in Miami years ago, but that was a day game. So, Modown, how are you feeling this evening? I know you're getting fucking hyped over there.
Super excited, dude. Cannot wait. Cannot wait. Less than 2 hours. It is ready to go.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. So let's go ahead. Let's kick off this intro for the Sit Down, a sports entertainment show presented by BuffaloSauceCat.com, Duff's Famous Wings, Big Tree in Louis Bar in Attica, and the Zuba Zone 716 sports card and memorabilia store. I'll get better at that, Modown. You hear me?
Love it.
All right, let's play that video and let's get kicked off here in the Sit Down, Bills Mafia. Let's go.
Let's get this over with. 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's simple, baby. Buffalo Bills football is heck, all right? And we tell you something.
I'm gonna crack a cold one because since it's a tailgate.
Ooh, ice cold, Mike. Let me tell you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are live here in the Sit Down with Sauce God. a sports and entertainment show.
I'm whipping the sauce, I'm tripping, of course, I want it all. All of my dogs be running with guard. Your mama, you're holding your pennies and bra. Cause when I get whipping the sauce, you taking it off. I'm dancing on tracks like Snow in the yard. We keeping it quiet, we moving in signs, but now we starting to riot. Yeah, keeping my eye on the prize. I got me a queen, we riding like Bonnie and Clyde. Trips to Dubai, the way I be blessing, I'm destined for changing my decimals. Decibels hitting the wave and rapping incredible, splitting they head like a cantaloupe edible. Got me so high, I'm touching the sky. Of course, I give it my all. I'm whipping the sauce, kicking the door, but then we been here before. She ain't involved, well, she ain't involved. Taking my shot, even the down, we tying the score. Do your dancing, now twist, don't stress, don't trip. Whipping sauce real quick, stay dripping, sipping on cognac, roll tea in my veins, but you find that I'm whipping it, watch it get saucy.
How you doing it?
I'm twisting and mixing them, shaking them haters right off me.
What you doing?
You are live here in the Sit Down, a sports entertainment show covering all of your beloved Western New York sports, as well as everything involving the world of sports entertainment, chicken wings, and such. And I'll tell you what, guys, I got a little bit of a surprise today. During Getting Saucy, you're going to actually get a chance to see me eating some of my signature sauce chicken wings right here on the fucking podcast with a Zubas canned beer. And you know what I'm saying? It's all about Buffalo tonight. I'm fucking ready. I'm here with my co-hosts. I got Rampart. I got Modown. We've got a lot to discuss. We have to talk about how are the Bills going to beat this incredibly talented Miami team. Whether or not you like Miami, whether or not you hate them like me, it doesn't matter. They are a talented squad. Rampart, let's start over with you. You saw that Miami barely won against the Jaguars, but they were able to pull it out in 20-17 victory. You know, what did you make of Miami's victory over the Jags?
Honestly, Sauce, buddy, I think personally that we got to get the slot receiver going. Whoever that is, I mean, that's going to be tight end. You got Dalton Kincaid. You got to block tonight, buddy, because we're going to run the football. You know what I mean? You got to play old school football. None of this rival shit. Play real football. So let's go here, boys.
Of course, playing real football is something you have to do when you come at your AFC East divisional rival in the Miami Dolphins. Of course, Josh Allen only has 2 career losses to them, but Miami at times has been able to frustrate him. And I think a lot of that, though, was existing with Stephon Diggs. Modown, let me ask you this one. Do you think that because Stephon Diggs is not on this team, that we're going to see a little bit more of a Buffalo balanced offense tonight and something more fluid?
100%, man. That's what we needed. That's what Josh needed too, definitely. And we've seen it last game. He hit 9 or 10 different guys. He's going to do it again today.
And at the moment, Bills Mafia, we know that Josh Allen is good to go for the game. We are not going to have Taron Johnson. And as far as injuries go, Miami's not going to have Raheem Mostert. Right now, we're still waiting to hear if Devon Achane is actually going to be good to go. So we'll keep you guys updated as we get closer and closer to game time. But if you haven't already done so, do me a favor, Bills Mafia, join us here in the comment section. Hit us with a like and a share. And make sure you're following, like, and subscribe with your notifications turned on so you don't ever miss the live versions of the Sit Down on my Facebook Live or on my YouTube Live at Buffalo Sauce Guy. But if you're not able to catch the live version of the show, it is available via audio podcast the next day. So to start the show off, we're actually going to go ahead. We played this highlight video last time with me and Modown, and I'm actually going to go ahead and play this again because I wanted to go over some of the best Bills offensive moments from last game so we can kind of get an idea of what we have to kind of expect going into Miami. So let's go ahead. Let's sauce it up with some highlights. All right, so here we go. It's going to be a moment where the Bills were down 17-3, and they have to find something. So they started off with their special teams return here. And we all know the kickoff rule is really different this year, but we get past the 50-yard line, past midfield to start off this Bills offensive attack, which is going to be led by James Cook with a first down run here, trying to scoop and hop over somebody, but his name ain't JA-17, so he couldn't quite hurdle someone, but it's okay. So then Josh Allen's going to take the snap, fires over the middle to his tight end, Dawson Knox, for a 23-yard gain. That was Dawson Knox's only catch, but it proved to be a critical catch because it helped keep the Bills offense alive. The Bills offense was able to spread the football around quite a bit. I know that we ended up getting 3 out of that drive. I'm pretty sure. We might have actually gotten a 7 there. I'm not sure. But we got Khalil Shakir here with a catch. And Tyler mentioned a little bit something about Khalil Shakir and the slot receiver. We got to get it going. I think that's a pivotal position for the Buffalo Bills today. Look at Josh Allen. He takes this snap, rolls to his right, for the touchdown. You know what I'm saying?
That's what we love, buddy. Throwing snowballs.
I fucking love it.
Let's go, Bills.
And so the Bills at this point are going to score their first offensive touchdown, and they are down 17-10. No, 17 at this point.
Identified.
Josh's going to look downfield, and he finds James Cook. James Cook was pivotal out of the backfield, not only running the football, but catching the football.
And I like that because he was nice conservative on the go to the ground. Like, that's the biggest thing about hitting, right? Like, you got to know how to fall. You know, you got to be somewhat coordinated. So,
You have to fall.
boom, rumbling or
That's one thing
stumbling.
the New England Patriots did so well for a lot of years is they know how to use their momentum to fall forward and gain those extra yards. Modown, what did you think of this touchdown pass to Mac Allen?
Absolutely perfect, dude. It's the old Madden trick. It's up 7 yards and cut in. Boom. Beat the guy.
Exactly. Matt Collins, man, what a national treasure. The guy doesn't wear shoes because he said, we were born without them, but we also weren't born with them, which is a little bit confusing, but who cares? Kyler Murray goes down with a sack here. Greg Rousseau with the first of his 3 sacks of the day. He ended up earning himself AFC Defensive Player of the Week, something that you'd like to see out of your guy on the defensive line. Kyler Murray going down here again. Now, Rampart, Kyler Murray actually looked kind of good in this game. You think that the Bills defense really did a good job, or were we just playing a subpar team?
Yeah, because they played the middle of the flats well. You got to be able to play underneath and have coverage over top deep. So you got to understand that, people. Like, this is Buffalo football. I mean, look at here comes Cook. Passes to Secure. Right, I mean, you basically just fooled them. So look at that. That's in the end zone, back stretching. You know what I mean? So Keon Coleman. I mean, everybody's the mascot's rolling. Exactly. Look at this. Deep downfield, back shoulder. That's a heck of a catch, man. I can't even kid you.
The dude is fucking huge. I mean, hey,
look at Knox. He's in there giving it to him.
And of course, we'll talk about that in a little bit, Bills Mafia, about what the Bills.
You got to have a team here. Like, this is a component. You're moving. With the Souls picture in the background.
Overrated my ass. That's all I got to say. The only thing that he went over was the word rated as soon as he hurdled that dude. So, just saying. Buffalo found themselves really in a rhythm in this game that I think overall is something that we're going to see carry into today. And we're going to go ahead and kind of break into that next. So, ladies and gentlemen, and I want to play this one more time because Modown, you had your first chance with your first segment of the Modown hits. Let's go ahead. Let's play that video real fast of what we thought was the Modown hit of the game.
Snowplow coming up, baby. 73.
Yep, you already no.
Snowplow's over. And that's it. Leads the way.
Modown, the reason I bring that up is because how important do you think offensive line play is going to be for the Bills? I mean, obviously we know that Josh can run, and Josh tends to run quite a bit against the Dolphins. But is offensive line play going to be something that determines the outcome of this game?
I don't know if it's going to determine the outcome of the game, but I definitely think it's going to help us put 30 plus on the board. Cook's got to run like he ran last week. Hopefully, that's what they do. They got a block for him and they got a block for Josh. The rest will fall into place.
Now, I want to remind everybody out there that one thing. I understand that Miami's a good team, and the Bills. We've seen the Bills play like perfect offense against them before. But it is a divisional rival. Sometimes you see ugly games, and it is only week 2, and we are in Miami. So, Bills Mafia, I want to say right now, if you get negative at any point in the game, remember that I just told you this. It's a fucking 60-minute game, and you have Josh fucking Allen as your quarterback. And anything is possible at that point. And when we were down, me and Modown talked about it. 17-3, we never got nervous.
Nope.
Rampart, what do you think the Bills need to do if they get down early in this game? What do they have to do to get themselves back in?
I think you got to have to watch your blind side. We just talked about it. Dion, he's got to play it. I mean, you got to be a big guy. You have to slide your feet well. You can't let him get hits on Ja because protect his back. You know what I mean? That's all I'm trying to get to here. I mean, protect his back.
Of course, Bills Mafia. Later to come in the show is the segment of Getting Saucy. And, of course, Rampart's Rally is going to be this week as well. And it's kind of our moments of hype. But you're going to get a little special treat of what is the signature sauce of the Sauce God actually on a chicken wing being eaten right in front of you guys live right here. So make sure you stay tuned because Get Saucy will be towards the end as well as Bada Bing. But we're going to have to get into what the Bills have to offensively and defensively do to win this game. But if you're just now tuning in, Bills Mafia, do us a favor. Hit that like and share button. Join us here in the comments. It's the pregame tailgate show right here in the Sit Down to Sports Entertainment show on my Facebook Live and my YouTube Live at Buffalo Sauce God, where you can find all my social media. So let's get after it, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go right into All right, defensively, break it down for me, Modown. What are the Bills? Give me 3 things the Bills defensively are going to have to do to win this game.
First and foremost, you got to contain 17, Waddle. You got to contain Tyreek Hill, and we need to get after Tua. I mean, just those 3 things. I'm not worried about the rush defense. because they're going to be able to get after Tua. As long as we can contain on the backside there, we'll get those other three things will fall in place. They got 2 running backs out. We got kind of beat up last week by the run. This week it shouldn't be that bad. As again, if we can double up, make sure that we that secondary holds it down, that'll give the offensive line attack to get to Tua and hopefully get them throwing up gang signs again.
One Bills drive, baby.
So, Rampart, we're going to go to you next on this one. Give me 3 things the Bills defense is going to have to do to win this game against the Miami offense.
You know, if it wasn't for Zach Benson, I would say that number 9 jersey on the Bills looks pretty nice out there. Taylor Rapp, I think he's going to be huge out there on the back end of the defense. I mean, you have to have that over top. You got to be that Malcolm Jenkins out there. You know, you can't be like Crabtree. You can't do none of that. You know what I mean? So
you fucking
Mr. Coach Pond.
Rampart, defensively, we saw Taylor Rapp was really good in the secondary. Rasul Douglas was all right in the secondary. We're going to be missing Taron Johnson. Does no Taron Johnson kind of scare you?
No. You know what honestly kind of scared me was at the beginning of the season when Matt Milano got hurt. And I'm just going to talk about this because we didn't have a show last week. Matt Milano, to me, is that guy that was going to be like Luke Kuechly out there, directing traffic, making sure nothing sweet was going on. Like, if we go back to, you know, San Francisco and Fred Warner, that guy just looks like a man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like,
yeah.
I mean,
that
you just
powerful.
You have to have, you know, good awareness, I would say, because you're going to have to run the football. I know that because you're going to have to get up to A gaps. You can't be nice. You know, it's 85 degrees. It's not too hot in Miami right now. The sun's going to start going down. There's a little bit of rain. You might get a sunburn. Who knows? You'll look good for the, you know, but hey, you got to play football, man. So let's get after it. One Bills drive, one love, baby. Come on, man.
That's right, baby. One Buffalo love. So defensively, what I think that the Buffalo Bills are going to have to do to win this game is, all right, it's almost impossible to stop both Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. So like Modown said, you have to contain one of them. In recent years, I feel like it's been Tyreek Hill that we've done a better job of containing, and Jalen Waddle has been able to get some more opportunities, and he can beat us too. I'm not saying that he can't. They're both all-world quality receivers. But I think that the Bills defensively, right here, I'm going to give you the first point. They need to get great pressure. And I mean great pressure. I don't mean getting upfield so far. I listened to Coach Belichick on Monday night, and he talked about in the Jets and 49ers game about how when you get upfield, there's a certain part of the field that you don't want to go past, because when you get upfield, that's when the quarterback can slip up in the pocket, step up, and either way he can run with his, you know, he can run and make the plays, because we know Tua is mobile. He's not exactly a slow guy. He can definitely make plays with his feet, and he can definitely throw on the run. I have to say that Tua is definitely a good quarterback. Okay, the guy got paid in the offseason for a reason. I'm not saying anything against him, but if the Bills can get their pressure with Greg Rousseau and Von Miller, AJ Epinesa, Ed Oliver, if those guys can make hell for Tua back there,
that's what's going to win it.
Play his game. And he's not going to be able to get both of those guys involved the way that he wants to. Now, here's the other thing. We're not going to see Raheem Mostert tonight. Raheem Mostert is a really big touchdown scorer for Miami, but Devon Achane, last year, we all know in fantasy football, went fucking off, okay? He is still at the moment questionable, but they are expecting to play a rookie running back tonight. So the Bills need to just make sure they go out there and play veteran football as well, not making stupid mistakes. Playing with, like Rampart said, awareness. That's a huge thing. And the third thing, if you don't have penalties on defense, I almost am willing to bet you, if you don't turn the football over on offense and you have no penalties defensively, maybe 1, 2, and they're not just big, defensive pass interference, you're going to win this game. That's my opinion. So playing a clean game, playing an aware game, getting pressure, that's all you got to do. And make sure that you have professionalism. It is a game in Miami. Obviously, we know the conditions suck. We're playing against their fan base. Their fan base sucks. I'm sorry if I have friends that are Miami Dolphins fans. Most of you guys suck, all right? And I know you'll probably say the same about us, but it doesn't fucking matter. You guys are just now tuning in. This is The Sit Down, presented by Duff's Famous Wings and BuffaloSauceGod.com. Remember, at Duff's, medium is hot. You don't have to ask for them extra crispy. If you go to the original on Sheridan, tell Joe Duff that sauce sent you. Bada bing, bada boom. You cheat the rules, so have yourselves a great fucking chicken wing. And speaking of great chicken wings, still to come in the show later is Getting Saucy, where I'm going to be getting fired up with some wings and a beer, getting Bills Mafia absolutely fired up in the sit-down tailgate right here on my Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And don't forget, if you're not able to catch this live version of the show, which, hey, if you're not sure how you can catch it, make sure your notifications are turned on by liking, following, and subscribing to my social medias, Facebook, YouTube, X, and Instagram, TikTok, whatever it may be. And that way you don't miss it. But if you do, it's available via audio podcasts like Audio Apple the very next day. So, Bills Mafia, we're still getting after it. Now we got to talk about offensively what the Buffalo Bills are going to have to do to win this game. And I think that it's not as easy as it looks. We played a really balanced game last week, but this is a divisional matchup. It is a different story. So let's get right into the victory formation. All right, Rampart, let's bring it right to you, brother. What are the 3 things the Buffalo Bills offense is going to do to win this game?
I think you got to try to have communication, because if you can't get the snap off and you don't know the snap count, I mean, you have to be able to get your receivers on and that comes with preparation, right? So we'll actually see, this is your first divisional game. You know, you got 2 of these things. Let's turn the ball over.
Exactly. So, Modown, give me the 3 things this Buffalo Bills offense is going to do in order to help their defense by playing extremely well to win this football game.
Number 1 is the distribution. Josh is going to spread that ball around. I definitely think the run game has a good chance to be a main focal point also. And then basically score more than them.
And so I like that. It's simple. These guys are putting it to you very bluntly. But let me tell you exactly how this Bills offense is going to beat Miami and continue this incredible run that Josh Allen has with his kids of Miami, because we all know that these are all his sons, right? And speaking of 2 real fast, quick shout out to our guy, Nick Mitchell. Our guy, me and Tyler know him quite well. And he said a shout out to both of us, and also said to give the ball the man, the myth, the legend, Josh Allen. Here's my thing. I think everybody in the world, including a lot of us probably in this show right now, are expecting Josh Allen to play Superman and win this game on his very own back and shoulders. But I have a funny feeling from what Modown just said about, letting James Cook get involved. Rampart said getting James Cook involved. I think the run game is going to be huge today. I think we're going to try to wear them down, defensively get off the field, and then we're going to run the football, control the clock, because that's how the Bills have beaten Miami in a fluid way, like a well-oiled machine, is when they control the clock and they're not turning the football over. So running the football is going to be a big part of that. James Cook, I'm looking at you. You did a great job. You didn't turn the football over. You caught the football out of the backfield. No drops. I love that. But I'm looking at Ray Davis, because Ty Johnson's not expected to play tonight. Ray Davis, he made use of his couple of touches in the last game, and I like what I'm seeing from him. He's got fresh legs. He's a different type of runner than James Cook. He's downhill. He's stocky. He's ready to fucking bruise you. So, Ray Davis, step on up, buddy, because I'll tell you what, you're going to get yourself an opportunity to show Bills Mafia what the fuck you're made of, and it's time to squish the fish. So, run game, fellas, controlling the clock. That's the big thing. I'm going to say that Josh Allen's not going to turn the football over today, and that's going to be a big reason why they win as well. But I'm expecting for a bigger receiver, which receiver is going to perform well? Is it going to be Keon Coleman? Is it going to be Khalil Shakir? Is it going to be Dalton Kincaid? Is it going to be Dawson Knox? Hell, is it going to be Matt Collins? Is it going to be Curtis Samuel? I'll tell you who I think it's going to be.
Flip your coin.
Hey, and that's my opinion, because we saw him get targeted twice last game. One of those was for a catch for the first down. Great job. But Dalton Kincaid is I'm expecting him to get some targets. I don't maybe expect Josh Allen to throw for over 250 yards. I'm just saying he might throw for over 300, but I'm not expecting him to lead the way and put everything on his shoulders, because what we saw, Modown, obviously we talked about in the last show, was a lot of maturity and a lot of comfortability from Josh. So if he's able to stay comfortable out there, it's going to be huge for Miami. I don't think they have Christian Wilkins anymore. Am I right?
I don't believe so. And honestly,
went over to the Raiders.
So right away,
and
the
if
guy
we
doesn't
look
have to
at
worry about him grabbing him in the crotch for fucking half the game. So that's gonna help. You know what I'm saying? But there's no Stephon Diggs. There's just a lot more of a chemistry, and the guys are looking at Josh like you're the savior. Versus Stephon Diggs thought he was the fucking savior. You know what I'm saying? But come on, dog, you ain't doing what this guy's doing. Don't be wrong, Stephon Diggs can ball. She ain't no fucking J.
Look at what we did to him last year, man. They came off that monster game. They came into Buffalo. We beat the shit out of them. What has changed other than Diggs and Gabe? What has changed that from them to us that we can't do the same thing? I mean, there's no reason we couldn't beat the shit out of them.
real fast, ladies and gentlemen, right here in the sit down. If you're not already done so, make sure you hit that like and share. Join us in the comments section. I have the official ruling on Devon Chan. He is active for tonight's game. So him and their rookie running back, I think it's right, will also be playing in place of there's no Raheem Mostert. So Bills Mafia, we're going to have ourselves a great chance to, if we can contain a Chan and we can contain Tyreek Hill or Jalen Waddle, we're going to have ourselves, I think, a good night. Also inactive for the Buffalo Bills officially is Taron Johnson, linebacker Buffalo Joe, linebacker Adafwan Olofield, I can't say his name, defensive end Javon Solomon, offensive tackle Ryan Vandermark, and defensive end Dwayne Smoot. So that's good. We also activated Kingsley Jonathan. I always want to say Jonathan Kingsley because his name is backwards. We all know it. He is activated from the practice squad tonight. The game kicks off at 8:15 p.m. on Thursday Night Football Prime with Amazon Prime. So hell yeah, dude. I'm fucking pumped for that. Like I said, Devon Chan is good to go. So Bills Mafia, we are still going to have ourselves a little bit of a tough time with the Miami offense, in my opinion. But then again, we've seen this Bills team come out and stop them, okay? And all I'm saying is play your game, play poised. If you get down, don't fucking worry. Stay resilient, stay calm, and remember that you are led by Jason.
Follow the process. That's it.
Trust the process, baby. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So if you haven't already done so, like I said, hit that like and share. Join us in the comment section. We're here kicking it off. We're talking about the Bills offensively, what they've got to do to win this game. And this show is presented by a multitude of sponsors. But let me give a quick shout out to one of them. Louis Bar in Attica, home of a great weck and wing combination in Attica, New York. Chad is the owner. Tell him Sauce God sent you. He might hook you up. He might lose a couple games to cornhole to you. But like, hey, he's a good dude. Check him out, Louis Bar in Attica. And I also want to give a quick shout out to the Big Tree Inn right near the stadium in Orchard Park. One of my favorite wing spots of all fucking time. They were Cajun hot, phenomenal. They have wing night on Thursdays. Great place to go. And we talked about this one too. Down Monday, I will be at Danny's. They're not a sponsor of the show, but still, I want to give a little shout out to local businesses.
We got to talk about that. Wings. I'll try and meet you up there.
So, guys, Down, how are you feeling right now about everything in the show so far as we are going to continue on and continue giving the action?
Fantastic, man. I'm pumped. I've been pumped all day. It was a great day at the shop. Everybody was hyped. Most people are pretty excited and are, keeping some faith. So, wasn't too many people that were thinking we're going to lose the game. I'm excited, dude. I've been pumped all day. I think it's going to be a monster game. I love these Thursday night games. I'm glad it's out of the way now. Then we got a nice long stretch because our next game is following Monday. But yeah, dude, I'm pumped. I think it's going to be a great game. It's going to be a shootout, and Bills are going to win.
And this is the first sit-down pregame show, so don't forget that. This is great. Let's go. Wonderful opportunity here for the
Can't
Buffalo
wait to go
Bills.
get my wings cooking.
I honestly think, Josh Allen, he's going to get it after it tonight. I think he's going to play some football. I think let's go. Jason Kelsey's out here drinking a beer. Come on, buddy. We got to get fired up here because we ain't playing. This is the Buffalo Bills football. You know what I mean? So let's go.
John Robert is a long-time listener down, and he's a big fan. And I want to give a quick shout-out to him as he also listed the inactives for us tonight in the comments section. And Nick
go
says
big
great
country.
Place, and I'm sure he knows exactly what I'm talking about there. So let's go ahead. Let's get into our next segment here of the GameBook MVP of the game. Now, Rampart, let's start with you. I want an offensive GameBook MVP of the game, and I want a defensive GameBook MVP of the game.
I watched something earlier this week on Peyton Manning. And he was like,
go.
If I was to build my offense, I would run it. I would have 2 tight ends. So I expect them to be huge because, buddy, if you run a tight end cross, he's open. So come on, big body, boom, right in the pocket. Let's go, boys.
That's what I'm talking about. Now, Down, let's hear from you, brother. Offensive and defensive GameBook MVP of the game. Who is it going to be?
What I'm hoping here, man, I'm hoping he continues off of his last week's game, and I'm looking for Coleman. I want to see a touchdown out of him today. I think we got a good chance for him too. Again, if the run game gets going, that's going to set him up. I'd like to really see Coleman get a good couple, 5-6 catches again and catch a touchdown. Defense, honest to God, man, I got to stick with my man Russo. If they don't double team him and opens up for somebody else, I really like to see him get after Tua. Get his hands up in the face, block some balls, and definitely, obviously, help out with the run game that they're going to be struggling with anyways.
I'll tell you, offensively, I like that pick for Keon Coleman, but I'm going to go with something a little under the radar. And it's only because All right, James Cook, he gets the yards, right? But he doesn't score a ton of touchdowns. So I'm going to say Ray Davis is going to be my pick for the offensive MVP of the game. I see him maybe getting his first touchdown, maybe two. I don't know if maybe one of them is going to be receiving one, but I see him scoring today and having himself some efficiency where it makes him look like, hey, you got to get this guy more involved. And it's going to make a guy like Ty Johnson start to possibly lose some snaps. And I'm a big Ty Johnson fan. I love Ty Johnson. I love the way he runs. I love the way he plays. But I think this is a great opportunity for the rookie out of Kentucky to assert himself into this lineup and find himself with more of a key role on this offense. Defensively, though, I'm going to go with, I think, my opinion, Taylor Rapp. I think Taylor Rapp's going to come up with some big plays, maybe an interception today deep in the safety box. You know what I mean? He's got to go against the likes of Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, so the safety is going to be busy. But if it's not Taylor Rapp, I'm going to say it's going to be one of the defensive linemen. I'm not going to go with Groot this week. I would say A.J. Epinesa. Von Miller had himself a sack last week, but I've seen A.J. Epinesa make a lot of bigger plays in the recent couple of seasons to where he's actually put himself in conversations of being the defensive MVP of the game, no matter what. So that's my pick for the defensive guys that I think are going to perform and really come up big for the Buffalo Bills today and offensively.
I got one here for you, Sauce. I think the MVP of the game could be Sean McDermott. I mean, we'll see. The other guys over there smoking a vape, you know, what is going on here in the football world? Like, you got to prove that you're a better coach here and get after the old playbook.
Well, that's something I wanted to say. Stirring the sauce is normally kind of me going off on the negatives and off on the haters, but actually this week I'm gonna give some credit where credit is due. I'm not a big Mike McDaniel fan. I never have been. I thought the guy is just a complete
douchebag,
bizarre guy. But I mean, hey, offensive minded wise, I guess you could give him some credit there. But I'm gonna say this: he said it's Buffalo's division until somebody takes it from them. They're the ones that should be the favorite until somebody takes it from them. I admire that because that's the kind of mentality you should instill in your players. Don't think that just because, you know, your talent-wise is listed like the Jets. Everyone says the Jets are so fucking talented, but you got to win a fucking game. Then you got to beat your divisional opponents, and you got to play 17 games and do it for the course of a 17-game season. All right? And Buffalo's have won the big game in fucking December and January to get themselves to win the AFC East for the last 4 fucking years. I'm sorry, 5. Has it been 5 years? 2020, 2021, 2000. No, so we've got 4 years in a row. We're going for 5. Okay? It's our division. So I appreciate Mike McDaniel for saying that because, hey, this is a guy that said, I wish it were colder on his fucking T-shirt, you know, when he came up here to Buffalo, and then it looked like he wished it weren't that cold. So normally we would play some trivia, and I'm gonna actually kind of play it with you guys. I'm going to give you guys some off-topic questions and see exactly what you guys can kind of come up with here. So we're going to go into our first and goal trivia game, presented by Louis Bar in Attica, home of the great Weck and Wing combination. So, fellas, I hope you're ready to play some trivia. I'm going to give you guys 7 questions each. The one with most answers correct is going to win. So, first and goal. All right, so we're going to play some trivia here, Bills Mafia. 7 questions for both of these guys. Let's see which one comes out on top. All right, so, Modown, we're going to start with you. Who was the first quarterback selected in the 2017 NFL Draft?
I want to say like Derek Carr or something like that.
No, Derek Carr was back in like 2014. And actually, he was like a second-round pick, I think.
I know it's Mahomes this year, but I can't remember.
Rampart.
Let's see.
Oh, wait. No, I got it. I think so.
Rampart, let's hear your answer first.
2017. So Josh was 18. Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence was in the 2021 NFL Draft. Both of you guys got that incorrect. The first quarterback selected in the 2017 NFL Draft was none other than the backup quarterback for the Buffalo Bills, Mitch Trubisky. He was selected ahead of Patrick Mahomes.
That's a good question.
Yes. Trump was selected was the first quarterback of that draft. I know, it's a little crazy.
See, I don't know. I'm trying here. Come on.
The 2018 NFL Draft, who was the first quarterback selected? Let's start with Modown.
Baker.
Modown or Tyler?
Baker.
Okay, both of you guys got that one correct. Baker Mayfield was the first overall pick. Sam Darnold was then the second quarterback selected. Then we all know Josh Allen, our boy, was selected shortly after that. Josh Rosen, and then Lamar Jackson later on. So that was a talented quarterback class right there by far. If you guys haven't already done so, do us a favor, hit that like and share. We're live here in the First and Goal Trivia with Sauce God, myself at Buffalo Sauce God, and my co-hosts Rampart and Modown right here on Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And it's available via audio podcast the following day as well. So we're going to go on to question number 3. In the 2019 NFL Draft, who was the first quarterback selected? Let's start with Rampart.
Number 1 after Baker would be... I don't know, buddy. You got me.
He skips 2019. Okay, so Modown.
I don't know, so I'm going to say there wasn't one.
Kyler Murray.
Fuck him.
Kyler Murray was the first overall pick in the 2019 NFL Draft.
That's why we don't remember.
After they took Josh Rosen in the first round of the NFL Draft in 2018, and Cliff Kingsbury came into town and said, "Do it my way."
Kyler just wants to hold field goals and play video games. That's all he wants. All right, come on.
Okay, so here's another question. I'm going to start with Rampart on this one. Who is the current highest paid defensive back in the NFL?
Trayvon Diggs.
Modown?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He just recently got this extension.
What?
The guy that is current highest paid, he just recently got the extension.
Shit, I don't know. Was it Sauce?
Nope, it is. Sauce is not going to be out.
Jair Alexander.
Still got another.
Jalen Ramsey.
Oh, okay.
Ramsey, of course.
Yep. Defensive back for the Miami Dolphins. All right, so let's go to another one. Who has the most all-time touchdown receptions in a single season? Rampart.
Randy Moss.
Modown?
Agreed.
Okay, both of you guys got that one right. So that's 4 questions, I believe. Actually, no, that is 5 questions. We're going to go to question number 6. All right, so in the 2020 NFL Draft, who was the first quarterback selected? Rampart.
No, I know this one.
All right, say it. Go ahead.
Burrow.
Rampart.
Cam Newton.
Get the fuck out of here, you fucker. He was the fucking first pick of like 2011, dude.
I don't care. I like
It is, of course, Joe Burrow, so I'm going to give that one to Modown. Final question. Where is Sauce God's top 3 wing places in Buffalo, New York?
Gabriel's.
Well, Duff's is 1.
Duff's is 1.
Don't go to Pizza Land. If you go to Pizza Land,
don't fucking go. That's my worst wing review ever. Was Pizza Land. Fucking dripping off the fucking bone. It wasn't even crispy at all. What the fuck?
Bar-Bill in East Aurora.
Duff's as always.
And
Modown, you're on path here, buddy. You're on path. You got one more, and actually, it should be easy because I've said it a few times in the show.
Jesus Christ, why can't I think of it now?
Texas Roadhouse.
Big Tree Inn.
The Big Tree
Inn. I fucking love you guys. All right, that's going to complete it for the First and Goal Trivia presented by Louis Bar and Attica, home of a great whack and wing combination, one of the proud partnerships of the sit down. So we're going to go into our next segment of Rampart's Rally, which is going to be a little something about this guy getting fired up. So before he goes into his segment, let me play a little sound that I know will get him absolutely fired up and feeling good on the inside. Here you go, Rampart. Here's something for you.
Oh, now do you believe? Now do you believe? These guys are good. Scary good. Oh.
Rampart's Rally, take it away.
Oh, buddy. Rock you like a hurricane. Let's go, boys. I mean, we can't play around down in Miami. You know, they know what it's like. So you got to go down there. The Buffalo Bills have been 1-9 in recent, right? You can't let them get you. Look what the Patriots did to the Bills. They didn't ever let them get them. So you have to be that big brother in the division now, and you have to look out for one another. Because, hey, man, just play your game. If you don't play your game, you're never going to learn. And that's what you have to understand here, folks, here in the sit-down. I mean, we're just a couple of guys. We love the Buffalo Bills football. We're Buffalo sports all the way. You know what I mean? We're here rallying for you guys. You know, so I hope they're back there. You know, let's go Bills! It's Thursday night football, baby.
Fuck yeah, baby. That's Ramparts Rally. And Thursday night football is getting ready to take off in just about an hour, folks. It is just past 7 10 Eastern Standard Time right here in the Sit Down, a sports entertainment show on Facebook Live, YouTube Live with myself, the Sauce God, Rampart, and Modown right here again on Facebook Live and YouTube Live. Make sure you're following, like, and subscribe with those notifications turned on. So we're going to go into the Make Some Noise, top fan comments, and questions that we've seen so far. So look at this one. Bobby said, man, we're going to be here all night. He's talking about you two in first and goal, which I absolutely love. Bobby is a great friend of mine. He's a mentor of mine. I love that dude. And also, let's go to this one. The inactives for the game. Thank you, John Robert, very much for putting that up in the comment section for us. Bills Mafia, we love you out there. We appreciate it. And also, check this one out. Give that ball to the man, the myth, the legend, Josh Allen. I love those comments. Great stuff for Make Some Noise, ladies and gentlemen. And that's going to bring us into our next segment of Getting Saucy, where you're going to see a little debut of the Sauce God's signature sauce on screen, fellas. Let's fucking get after it, dude. This is where we're going to get fucking hyped. If you're not ready to run through a brick wall after this, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you. Getting Saucy, presented by Duff's Miss Wings.
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
Ice cold, nice, refreshing Labatt Blue on a fierce store behind J817.
It's a cold front, is what that is.
I'm fired up this week, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to get you fired up. Bills Mafia, you want to hear me getting saucy this week? It's simple. Mac Jones and the New England Patriots, and also, too, the Miami Dolphins, and anybody that's got anything bad to say. Bills by a billion, baby. Let's go. Let's go, Bills. And this segment of Getting Saucy is presented by Duff Smith's Wings. Remember that medium is hot, and you don't have to ask for them extra crisp because they're so fucking perfect. But here it is, Bills Mafia. Cheers to you. The debut of the Zubas can is back again. That gets me fucking fired up. And a few of Sauce God's signature sauce wings right here. So let me tell you something. You go down to Miami, you might get yourself a little fucking seafood. You ain't going to find any good pizza. You ain't going to find any good chicken wings like this one right here. That's fucking phenomenal.
No blue cheese. Fellas. Where's the blue cheese on that wing?
First off, I don't need the blue. I love blue cheese.
It has nothing to do with the need.
Let me tell you something.
It's not a need.
These wings were marinated in chevettas. They also are in my signature sauce, which is Frank's, butter, garlic, and an assortment of seasonings, which I did put that recipe on Facebook for you guys. If you want to use it, feel free. You'll thank me later.
There we go.
Now, let me ask you both something first before I kind of get into the getting sauciness. Rampart, flats or drums?
Flats.
Okay. Modown?
Drums, please.
I just ate that flat in one bite. Just saying. Okay.
That's how you do it. I mean, yeah. You sit down, you eat 60 wings. I mean, that's how it goes.
And that's something else I wanted to say. I never revealed this on the last show like I was supposed to. Modown, the most wings I've ever eaten in one sitting. I was 12 years old. It was all you can eat wings. And it was in Georgia. And this place was called Buffalo's. They had lemon pepper wings. They had hot wings. They had barbecue. I ate, I swear to God, 6 dozen chicken wings in one sitting. 72 fucking wings. Almost as tall as I am now. I'm 6'2", right? And the only reason I stopped was because everybody was bored watching me eat. That's the only reason I stopped eating. I honestly thought I could have reached 100 if I wanted to. Damn. I fucking love wings. Wings are phenomenal. And you know what else is phenomenal, Bills Mafia, is our Buffalo Bills team. You got nothing but reason to be excited for this game. Whether we win or not, it is football season. It's fall time. It's fucking right here in the sit down with your boys, Sauce God, Rampart, and Modown, getting you absolutely fired up, getting you guys informed, ready to fucking slam a beer right here in the sit down pregame tailgate, the first of its kind, fellas. So cheers to you both.
Cheers.
Cheers to everybody in the comments, and cheers for everybody in their like and shares.
I'll go get a beer in a minute when I'm done.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's
Let's go,
cold.
Buffalo.
Look at that fucking can. That can is great right there.
Beautiful.
All right, so I want to say this, too. Miami, fucking learn your lesson. Don't be dicks to the Bills fans there because it is 44% of Bills Mafia in attendance. So show some respect, okay? Put some respect on it. And also say hi to your dad, Josh Allen, and don't back talk him, okay? Understand? Good. Well, that's going to conclude
Whip
for
that
us
ass.
here in the sit-down and our pregame tailgate show right here on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and also available via audio podcast the next day. And this is presented by BuffaloSauceCup.com, Duff's Famous Wings, Zuba Zone, 716 Sports Card and Memorabilia Store, Big Tree Inn, and Louis Bar in Attica. And if you're not able to catch the live versions of the show, it is available via audio podcast the following day. So this will be available tomorrow. But tomorrow night, we have a little special treat. We will have another show tomorrow night because we're normally live Friday at 6:30. So we're going to have a post-game recap. We'll have some highlights. We'll have the Modown hit of the week. We'll have everything with Rampart and then some. We'll have Kirby on the show tomorrow night as well to discuss exactly what he thinks about the Jaguars and the rest of the outlook on the NFL. So from all of us here at the GameBook, we want to say to you guys, God bless every single one of you. You cheateros out there, bada bing. Be safe. Don't drink and drive. Enjoy your wings. Enjoy your weed. Enjoy your beer. Enjoy your liquor. Enjoy your family. Enjoy your friends. And enjoy the damn Buffalo Bills. God bless every single one of you. And go Bills. As always, here in the sit-down.